We started our Italy trip in Como, which is a city at the southern tip of Lake Como. We chose a nice restaurant beside the lake and had Aperol Spritz, which is a cocktail made of Prosecco and soda water. We also had steak risotto persico with perch fish from the lake and then tiramisu for dessert. After lunch, we walked to the Como Cathedral and admired the beautiful alleys in the city. Then we drove to San Zeno di Montagna, where we stayed for a night. Our hotel had a nice panoramic view of Italy's largest lake, Lake Garda. Before dinner, we walked around the town and waited for the sun to set before heading back to our hotel. The next Italian region we visited is Tuscany. We had a quick stop at Pisa to take photos of the famous Leaning Tower. When we arrived in Florence, it was very hot, so we decided to have gelato before anything else. Walking around Florence for me is like walking around a museum because of the many Renaissance masterpieces and architecture found almost everywhere, such as the Piazza della Signoria, where a replica of the David sculpture stands, the Duomo, and Cathedral di Santa Maria del Fiore. A famous street food in Florence made of tripe is called lampredotto, which we found in this small eatery. It can be eaten as is or in a sandwich and best paired with beer. Then for dinner, we had lasagna, pizza, and Florentine steak. In Verona, we went to Juliet's house, a Gothic-style house which is said to have inspired Shakespeare. Casa de Julieta was filled with many tourists wanting to catch the famous balcony from Romeo and Juliet and the statue of Juliet itself. We didn't have the patience to line up, so we chose to explore the rest of the city on foot and checked out the Colosseum instead. Venice was surprisingly a gem. Honestly, I always thought it was overrated, but our time in Venice changed my mind. We stayed outside of Venice's main island, so we took a train to the city and walked our way to Piazza San Marco. On the way, we spotted the famous Rialto Bridge. We made sure to get the ultimate Venetian experience by getting on a gondola ride. We sailed along narrow canals, glide under city bridges, and made our way into the Grand Canal for the best views of Salute Church. We found a nice restaurant in an alley just at the back of Piazza San Marco and had black squid ink pasta, calamari, and Montascia cheese ravioli with black summer truffle for dinner and capped it off with a cup of espresso. As dusk came, St. Mark's Square and the whole of Venice just transforms into the most romantic place. Music plays in almost every corner of the square. It was beautiful. We then took a water taxi to go back to our hotel. Our last but short stop in Italy was the Dolomites, which is a mountain range in northeastern Italy. It is famous for its breathtaking sceneries and fantastic hiking trails. We had limited time, so we just drove through its beautiful sceneries and enjoyed a cup of coffee beside the lake. Italy has been a food heaven for us with all the pasta, panini, pizza, gelato, and espresso that we had. It was definitely a memorable country, rich with art, architecture, and certainly with amazing food.